There's this feeling, maybe you know it, of being the smallest person in the loudest room. You try to say something simple about how things are being run at home, and the air tilts. A voice jumps first, sharp and high. Another voice joins it, higher still. Your chest tightens. Words spill out faster than your breath can catch them. And suddenly everyone is speaking at you while you try to speak for you. Later, the house gets quiet again, but not inside your body. You shut the door to your room and the silence is heavy, like a blanket that forgot how to be warm. If that's where you are not dramatic, oversensitive, or bad at family. You are a human nervous system trying to be safe in a place that should already be safe. You learn to keep the peace by shrinking, by staying in your room, by being the one who swallows their sentences whole. It makes sense. When every attempt to be heard turns into a storm, calm starts to look like silence. Today, we're not giving you speeches about just communicate better. We're going to give you gentleness, a few tiny boundaries with handles, and some ways to care for your heart before, during, and after the next wave. Let's talk about the invisible part. When voices get loud, your brain reads threat, not discussion. The amygdala hits the red button, cortisol rises, and your body starts choosing between fight, flight, freeze, or fawn before you've finished your sentence. Logic gets quiet. Heartbeats get loud. That's not weakness. That's wiring doing exactly what it was designed to do. And families have patterns the way rivers have beds. Water follows the path it's carved over years. If your role has been the quiet one, the fixer, or the one who takes it, the river will keep trying to make you flow that way. The work isn't to fight water with your bare hands. It's to place a few small stones where the current meets you, so it has to slow down before it reaches your shore. So we won't try to change other people today. We'll make space for you. We'll practice micro boundaries you can say even with a trembling voice. We'll build a tiny ritual for the doorway of your room, the border between me and the house. And we'll write kindness into the aftercare, because bruises you can't see still need tending. If you can, stand with me where you usually stand before a conversation at home begins. The hall, the kitchen threshold, the edge of the living room. Feel your feet. Notice one small detail that hasn't chosen a side. The light pooling on the floor. The soft scrape of a chair leg. A clock daring to keep time no matter what. Put the back of your hand against your own ribcage and feel the movement there. That is you. You get to keep you, even when the room forgets how. Here's a true little story. The first time I tried to change what happened in my own kitchen, I didn't argue better. I prepared better. I put 3 sentences on a sticky note and stuck it inside my sleeve like a secret ally. When voices rose, I read the first one to myself. Steady before accurate. 1 breath in, longer breath out. Then I said a single line out loud, slowly, like I was placing a cup on a table. I want to talk, and I will when we're calm. I'm stepping away. Then I walked to my room and sat on the floor with a glass of water. No door slam, no speech, just a quiet exit with my dignity in my hands. The house did not become a sitcom family with perfect hugs, but something shifted. I stopped abandoning me to stay in the conversation, and that changed the conversation eventually. That's the heart of what we want for you. Not the performance of harmony, but the good kind of done, where you finish a hard moment and still feel like yourself. Let's give you 7 days. Not a challenge, not a test. A reconnection with your voice and your safety, one tiny practice at a time. Day 1, name the weather. Before anything is said, name the state of the room in your head like a forecast. Cloudy and tense. Breezy and okay. Storm watch. This isn't judgment, it's orientation. When you can name the weather, you're less likely to mistake a storm for your fault. Write the word on a small card you keep in your pocket. Day 2, the 1-line boundary. Practice it in a whisper when the house is empty until your mouth knows it by heart. I'm willing to talk when we're calm. Or, I'm happy to help. I'm not available for yelling. Or, I'll come back in 10 minutes. Pick one line and keep it. When voices rise, say the line once, then step away. If they follow, repeat the line like a soft broken record, not louder, steadier. Day 3. The safe exit ritual. Decide your exit steps now so you don't have to invent them later. Example. 1. Set down what's in your hand. 2. Say your line. 3. Walk to your room. 4. Water, window, 2 hands on your heart for 3 breaths. 5. Text a friend a single emoji. 5 steps, same order every time. Your body loves patterns that mean I'm safe again. Day 4. The repair bridge, only if it's safe. When the house is calm, try a low heat repair that starts with you, not blame. When voices get loud, my body shuts down and I can't think. I want us to talk without yelling. If it starts to escalate, I'm going to step away and we can try again later. You are not asking for permission. You're informing gently and clearly. Day 5. The hurt word filter. Make a small list of lines you will not stay for. Examples: name-calling, character assassinations, threats. Write a simple rule. If X happens, I will leave the conversation/room. This isn't punishment, it's care. Place the list where only you can see it. If the line is crossed, follow your exit ritual. You don't have to defend the boundary. You only have to keep it. Day 6. Aftercare, not aftermath. After a hard moment, your job is not to autopsy every sentence you said. Your job is to come back to yourself. Water, something warm in your hands. 2 minutes of grounding. 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell. 1 kind sentence to yourself written down. That was painful, and I kept me. Food later. Sleep if you can, a short walk if it helps. No self-cross-examination tonight. Day 7. Voice rehearsal. Record a 1-minute voice note to yourself. Read your boundary line, your repair bridge, your hurt word filter. Play it back until your own voice sounds like an ally. If that feels too strange, write the 3 lines on paper and tape it inside a notebook you keep nearby. If even that feels like too much, make it smaller. 1 breath before speaking. 1 hand on the counter to anchor your body. 1 sentence. I'll come back when it's calm. 1 glass of water in your room afterward. Presence is not performance. You're allowed to be quiet. We're just making your quiet feel chosen, not stolen. Let's put a little science in your pocket. Conflict raises arousal in the body. Above a certain line, your thinking brain goes dim and your protect me now. Brain steers. That's normal. Long-standing family patterns can trigger that arousal faster than strangers do. Old roles wake old reflexes. The quickest path back to thinking is nervous system downshifting. Slower exhale than inhale, grounding your hands, reducing sensory load, softer light, closed door, and delaying the conversation until both sides are under that line again. No shame, just biology on your side when you let it be. Now the microplan menu for different energy days. Low energy, you've got almost nothing in the tank. The card trick. Keep a small card in your pocket with your 1-line boundary. Read it before you enter common spaces. Doorway. Pause. Foot on threshold. 1 breath in, longer breath out. Decide. Enter or postpone. Anchor. Object. Hold something small while speaking. A mug, a ring, a sleeve, so your body has somewhere to send the shaking. Medium energy. You can tweak 1 or 2 things. The calm script. I want this to go well, so I'm going to lower my voice. Can we try that together? If no, exit. Time box. I have 10 minutes for this now. If it needs longer, let's schedule another time. The broken record, gentle. Repeat your boundary line exactly. If baited to argue, say, I'm not going to argue. We can talk when we're calm. Higher energy, you feel a little steady. Agenda. Switch. Move from blame to task. What decision needs to be made and by when? Write it down in front of everyone. Choices, not demands. Offer 2 calm options. We can talk now at low volume, or we can talk at 7 tonight. After action note. Later, slip a short note under a door. I care about this and about us. Yelling makes me shut down. I'll keep walking away from yelling and come back when we're steady. Short, clean, kind. What about the lonely part, the one that hurts even when the house is quiet? The kind where a full home feels empty because no one asks, how are you? Here are a few tiny antidotes that don't require anyone else to change first. The self-check-in. Out loud. Morning and night, ask yourself the question you wish someone asked you. How are you really? Answer in 1 sentence. Whisper counts. The 2-person circle. Choose 1 person outside the house, friend, cousin, online community, who can receive a no reply needed check-in. Send 1 line a day. Rough day, took 3 breaths, survived. Let being witnessed be enough. Your room as a haven. 1 corner with a lamp, a soft object, and a note to yourself that says, your voice fits here. This is not running away, it's building a base camp. The kind calendar. Put a repeating 10-minute appointment labeled Be on My Side. During it, do 1 care action. Stretch, tea, journal 3 lines, put on a song, step outside for 2 breaths. Let's give you some pocket scripts for hot moments, so you don't have to invent words while your heart is loud. Before, I want this to go well, so I'm going to speak slowly. I'll listen if we keep voices steady. During, when volume rises. I'm not available for yelling. I'll come back when we're calm. I'm willing to talk about the problem, not the person. I hear you're upset. I'll rejoin in 10 minutes, leave. After, repair attempt. That was hard. I care about us. Let's plan 15 minutes at 7:30 to try again. I didn't like how I spoke. I'm practicing doing better. I'll keep stepping away instead of shouting back. Hurt word boundary. If you call me names, I will end the conversation. Do it. Phone version. If yelling continues, I'm hanging up now and will text tomorrow. Hang up. Protect your transitions so home doesn't have to hold every feeling at once. End shared conversations on purpose. I'm going to make tea and reset. Move rooms, change the light, put on socks. Your brain loves clear markers that say, that part is over, now we rest. If nights are hardest, make a night kit. A small box with chamomile or mint, a pen and tiny notebook, headphones with a steady playlist, and a card that says, you are not the names they called you. If mornings are heavy, open the window for 60 seconds, even in cold air. Let the outside remind you the world is bigger than this hallway. Safety note in 1 paragraph you can tuck in your heart. If the yelling escalates to threats or you feel unsafe, your number 1 job is to leave the room and get to a safer place. Have keys where you can reach them. Have 1 person you can text a single word, call, who understands that means, please be with me. If harm is frequent or frightening, you deserve more support than a podcast. A counselor, a trusted adult, a local helpline. These are not overreactions. They're extra hands when yours are tired. Visual beat. The house is quiet now, the heavy kind of quiet. You sit on the floor by your bed, back to the wall, dog ear of a page peeking from a notebook. You pour water and watch the glass catch a trembling light. Your hands are still a little shaky. You place 1 on your chest and 1 on your belly. In, slow. Out, slower. You open the notebook and write 3 lines. What happened? What I did to keep me? What would help 1% right now? The answers are small and tender. You put the notebook down. The kettle clicks. Somewhere a neighbor laughs. The world, stubborn and beautiful, keeps being a world. You won't control every storm. Some days you'll get pulled in and you'll shout back and your throat will ache later. You're still welcome here. This isn't about perfection. It's about choosing yourself in small, repeatable ways until your nervous system learns that home includes you. Before we close, step to your doorway with me. Touch the frame. Feel the shift in air from your room to the hall. Whisper your one line like a promise to your own bones. I'll talk when we're calm. Maybe tonight you won't need it. Maybe you will. Either way, you're not alone inside your own skin anymore. You've got you. You don't have to become the person who wins every family debate. You just deserve rooms where your voice fits and conversations that don't cost your whole heart. Take your water. Take your headphones. Be on your side. If this felt like a soft nudge, let it be your sign to write your one-line boundary on a card and tuck it somewhere close. I'll be here when you get back. This is Ruby, cheering for every small step until small feels natural, and natural feels like you again.